From downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
New at noon, the fallout continues from the Larry Nassar scandal as former MSU President Luana K. Simon faces a judge to find out if she'll be headed to trial.
Sunshine giving way to some showers. We're ending July warm and dry for the most part.
Braden, as we look forward to nice weather today, Southeast Michigan still feeling the impact of a whole weekend of intense storms, carrying strong winds, rain, and hail that knocked hundreds of thousands of homes and businesses off the power grid. And what a mess. DTE's power outage map this afternoon. Well, you can take a look at it for yourself. It shows power outages spread all throughout the Metro Detroit area after that series of powerful storms rolled through over the weekend. The first wave of storms hit on Friday, and our Coco McAvoy joining us live now this afternoon from Detroit's west side, where, Coco, I understand some neighbors are now in their fourth day without power.
Yes, good afternoon. And each day becomes more and more difficult for people struggling without power. We're here on West Chicago in Detroit. Now, of course, DTE crews just rolled out of here, but you can see that they're still working out here to trim trees after this powerful storm. DTE crews started work early this morning, gathering in Southfield to get their assignments for the day.
We are working as hard and as fast as we can. All of our crews are on 16-hour shifts around the clock.
The crews are from all over. More than 200 trucks with 500 out-of-state line workers are in Metro Detroit today to help restore power after what's being called one of the largest storms.
This is the second largest storm in the history of DTE Energy between the two storms on Friday and Saturday evening.
The wind gusts knocked down trees and power lines, leaving thousands of people without power for days.
We keep hoping every day it'll come back on. Haven't seen a single truck since the power went out on Saturday.
Kat Johnson is now on day 4 without power in her Livonia neighborhood.
I hear a lot of generators at night. When it's perfectly quiet, I can just hear generators.
Johnson is hoping some of the crews make their way to Livonia so they don't have to go another day without power. And let's give you the latest numbers. Consumers Energy is saying they still have 5,000 customers without power. DTE Energy is saying there are 91,000 customers without power. And DTE is planning on a full restoration by tonight. But they also say there may be a few people who won't get their power restored until tomorrow. We'll, of course, keep track of it. Back to you.
All righty, Coco McAvoy reporting live for us this afternoon. Hopefully everybody is turned on very soon. Thank you. Let's get a check at the forecast now. Meteorologist Brandon Root joining me. A little cooler than we've gotten used to these couple of days.
Did you notice Coco had like
a jacket on in the summer? Like, what?
Come on.
Who does that?
Well, Mother Nature is helping out those who are without power and those like myself who hate the summer heat. The sweltering heat. We're in the 70s just about everywhere. We've got 69 up in Sandusky up north, 74 Lapeer, 75 at Metro and City Airport, 73 in Mount Clemens, Howell right there as well, Adrian 73. Those winds are a little pesky. They're blowing out of the northwest, so cooler air keeps on coming, and it won't warm up a ton today, but like yesterday into the upper 70s. We'll notice a little more cloud cover coming, and folks up north in our north zone may get a shower here sooner than later, but we're thinking mainly after 4 p.m. for this line to come through here. But you see out of the Tawas area, maybe into Huron County, parts of the Thumb get a quick little shower, but mainly through the late afternoon, early evening, scattered showers. Could be an issue for the tailgaters of tonight's Phillies-Tigers game, but we're going to play ball. Everything's out of here between 7 and 8 p.m. Evrod?
Alrighty, Brandon, thank you. We'll be checking in again with you shortly. New at noon, a Pontiac man is facing charges in connection to a shooting early Friday morning. This is 27-year-old Javon Hairston. He was arraigned this morning on 4 charges, including open murder. Police say evidence at the scene of the deadly shooting of a 24-year-old Pontiac man led them to Hairston, who now faces up to life in prison if he is in fact found guilty. A judge denied him bond today. He's scheduled to be back in court on August 1st. The fallout from the Larry Nassar scandal continues today as former Michigan State University President Luana K. Simon faces a judge in an Eaton County courtroom. You are looking live right now inside of the courtroom where prosecutors and the defense are questioning multiple people in this case, which is now in the 7th day of testimony. The hearing, again, happening right now, will determine whether or not Simon will stand trial for allegedly lying about her knowledge of allegations against convicted pedophile and former MSU doctor Larry Nassar. We're going to update you with any developments here on the air and online. Just go to clickondetroit.com. Meanwhile, back here in Detroit, a Southfield man is about to learn if he'll stand trial in a shooting incident. 31-year-old Charles Phillips is charged with assault with intent to murder for allegedly opening a fire inside of a gas station right at 7 Mile and Telegraph Road just last month. A 13-year-old boy and a 23-year-old man were injured, but they are expected to recover. And now to a Local 4 News update about a story that we first brought you over the weekend. A Michigan State police trooper has been suspended after a preliminary investigation determined that he was the cause of a crash that left one person dead. Authorities say a 26-year-old man from DeWitt was killed in this multi-vehicle crash that happened late Friday night just north of Lansing. MSP says the trooper was pulling out onto the freeway when he clipped a semi-truck, spun out of control, and slammed head-on into a third vehicle, killing that driver. An investigation is ongoing to determine if that trooper will face any charges. The political world will be focused on Capitol Hill tomorrow as former special counsel Robert Mueller will go before Congress to discuss his investigation of Russian meddling in the 2016 election. The House Judiciary Committee will question Mueller, who has said that his 488-page report speaks for itself. Both Republicans and Democrats are expected to have tough questions for Mueller. President Trump, who says the report found that he did nothing wrong, said that he will watch maybe a little bit of the hearing.
Maybe I'll see a little bit of it. I'm not going to be watching Mueller because you can't take all those bites out of the apple. We had no collusion, no obstruction. We had no nothing.
Well, we know everybody else will be watching the whole thing. And as far as his publicly released schedule goes, the president has a light workload tomorrow with fundraisers planned for the evening in West Virginia. Our coverage of the hearing does start tomorrow morning at 8:15. Of course, you can watch it right here on Local 4 as well as on clickondetroit.com. Thousands of people visiting the Motor City this week for the 110th NAACP annual convention. This year's convention, all hosted right here in the city of Detroit, is now in its 4th day and has featured high-profile speakers like Rashida Tlaib, Debbie Dingell, and Stacey Abrams, as well as several workshops and lectures. And then starting just a few moments ago at Cobo Center, there's a career fair that's going on where Democratic presidential candidate Marianne Williamson will be giving a speech. Then tomorrow morning, 11 other Democratic presidential hopefuls are going to be addressing the convention, including former Vice President Joe Biden and then Senators Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders. We're going to stream all of the speeches live on our website. You can go to clickondetroit.com for that, and that does start at 8 a.m. All right, still ahead right here on Local 4 News at noon, karate, surfing, skateboarding, and even rock climbing. There are 4 new additions to next year's Summer Olympic Games, and we're counting down to Tokyo 2020, which is just 1 year away. Plus, just because you can does not mean that you should. The wild reason why this viral video of a man taking his scooter on the freeway during rush hour won't be landing him in any legal trouble. That's coming up.